The entrepreneur who wants to make the biggest money and the biggest impact on this planet has to take the biggest risk and do the scariest things.
When you change your network, you change everything about you.
Everything.
Like getting around those people, having somebody like that, like you didn't have access to that before, right? Like how does somebody that was in your position get access to some of these people?
So the first thing you got to do is cut out the negative, toxic, mediocre people from around you. Before you step into a bigger network, you got to cut the toxic chickens, crabs, ducks out of your life if you want to soar like an eagle, right? Now here's the easy part. The hard part is cutting those people out of your life, which I did. I was willing to, you remember, the entrepreneur who wants to make the biggest money and the biggest impact on this planet has to take the biggest risk and do the scariest things.
Yeah.
And cutting away your high school friends or elementary school friends or family members that are toxic is a scary, high-risk thing to do.
Right.
But you gotta be willing to live in the extremes and do that. And so I was willing to do that. The other thing is, where I was a personal trainer and there was no social media for me to be around affluent people, dude, now you can go on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and follow the most badass, optimistic, positive, game-changing entrepreneurs or thought leaders or athletes, whatever it is you want to become, they become your virtual network. In the book, Think and Grow Rich, he talks about his virtual mastermind of people. Like he thought about, okay, well, what would Henry Ford do if he was in my position? Henry Ford was dead, but there's enough books about Henry Ford where we can learn how he made decisions, right?
At least a pattern that you can follow, right?
Exactly. So look, these days people can follow Andy Frisella, Ed Milet, Gary Vaynerchuk, The Rock, you name it, right? And when you're doing that, they become your mentors. Now, to me, that's not good enough. The next step is proximity is power.
Yes.
Get around them. Proximity is power, and then environmental exposure is king. And so shorten the proximity. Instead of being on the other side of your phone or screen, if they're having an event, a workshop, a mentorship, a seminar, get there. Find a way to get there, even if you're gonna take the Greyhound bus to, say, the Motel 6, get there, shake their hand. Proximity is power. When you shake their hands and you go, hey, look, you're one of my mentors that I've been following on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, they go, listen, what are you trying to achieve in life? You go X, Y, and Z. And if their network has the ability to help you, they'll connect you to people in their network.
Right.
Proximity is power, and then environmental exposure, being around them over and over again, you begin to pick up their habits.